What on earth are you doing? Get over here.
I have family. My generations of family are sorted.
If it was just Chelsea got relegated, bruv, I'd be... Because we can come back up, we can fix that, we can, you know what I mean? But he said bust.
Or if we could take one with us, you know what I mean? Like Arsenal go bust too. So it's like, then you'd be like, yeah, go on, that's a dough.
Would you rather Spurs win the league or Arsenal win the league?
I couldn't care.
I actually
Genuinely, either of them. Maybe because Arsenal won it before. But I don't really.
Spurs winning the league is
again,
nasty.
Spurs winning the league is what I don't want to happen more.
Does more damage.
But I'm thinking about Arsenal fans.
Oh my God.
Okay.
You know, like, I don't really care about Spurs fans. Sorry, I don't really care about them.
I'm also thinking the damage that does to them. Like Tottenham winning the league, what it does to Arsenal fans. Do you know what I mean?
Good point. That's a great point.
But we hate Tottenham, we hate Tottenham.
No, we do hate Tottenham, but at the end of the day, it's like, they've won a Europa League now. It would really annoy Arsenal. And the thing is, with Arsenal fans, there's a thing, I always get it. I'm not on about ones in the media, by the way. I'm on about my pals that are Arsenal fans. There's just this entitlement there, and I'm just like, nah, like when you win, if you win a league title, like.
What of your mates are more Arsenal fans or Spurs fans?
Way more Arsenal.
Okay, that makes sense. Then. I've got probably more mates that are Spurs fans.
Really?
Yeah. So
I don't feel nice over here.
We can't be disingenuous.
I don't want to be here. I don't want to be there.
Just see which one feels worse.
I'm the same with Spurs, right?
You've got to work with Robbie, to be fair.
In terms of punching down. But because they're irrelevant. But we can't sit here and say that we don't care about them. We hate Tottenham.
That is a really good point.
We think all the time.
I think nostalgia plays like a massive, massive part in football for me, right? Say I was 7 or something when I started going to games, 6, 7 or whatever. I used to just see us pump Tottenham all the time. Fine, go to their ground, beat them 4-0, 4-2, whatever. Go to our ground, beat them by the same, whatever. It took me like 4, 5 seasons or something of going to Chelsea until and going to Highbury until finally seeing us beat them.
I think what does it for me, and this is biased because I've got more Arsenal friends and they're insufferable. Like they are. Like Arsenal supporters are insufferable.
They are. If it was like who's the worst fan base,
it's the do you know what it is? It's the consequences and the repercussions. So for me, either of these are just like standing here is just wrong. It's wrong to be anywhere here. But when one of these teams do it, what are the repercussions? What are the consequences? Them doing it, your lives are forever changed, potentially. Going up and down on the street, if they recognise you, like when they see you on these platforms, you're going to get stopped by Arsenal fans in this city more than Tottenham. They're going to go to Arsenal fans.
If Spurs do it, they'll Spursy it, they'll fluke it. So I'm not saying there's going to be any
probably still do the double over them in that season.
Success. We'd probably beat them twice in that season. Do you know what I mean? If Arsenal do it, I believe they can build on it. So like Spurs is one, in my opinion. If you say Spurs win a Premier League title, I'll go complete one off Leicester City. If you say now, Arteta goes and smashes the league this year, then all of a sudden you go from bantering all your pals out about how, you win games, you celebrate beating Real Madrid, but you actually never win anything, to all of a sudden, the signs were there, the foundations were being laid.
Would you rather have kept Mo Salah or have kept Kevin De Bruyne?
This is Kevin De Bruyne we're talking about.
Yeah, like this
is.
Why is it taking you a long time to think about it? Let's not mess around. Like we know what the answer is.
I'm going to go off the basis
This is Kevin De
of
Bruyne.
that.
I think it's really difficult. I think it's really difficult.
This is Kevin De Bruyne.
I can completely understand why. Mo Salah, and both of them are probably the best. They are arguably the best player in their position ever in the Premier League. But Mohamed Salah is doing things as much as Kevin De Bruyne has. That is ridiculous every single season
time,
now for nearly a decade at Liverpool. And you could say the exact same thing about Kevin De Bruyne. And I kind of am like, yeah, sure, I'd go there. Absolutely fine with it. But if I think about Chelsea over that period, imagine having someone like Salah doing what he's done for Liverpool on that right wing for Chelsea. Chelsea's right wingers, I'm not going to say have been, until Cole Palmer came in, were awful. They definitely were. Like, especially at times Mason Mount was out there. Like, I was always a big fan of him. Willian did a good job there. Like, I think he's a very cult Chelsea player.
Free kicks.
That right wing, if it had Salah, I think would have improved Chelsea more than if the midfield had Kevin De Bruyne.
No, but okay, this is the issue. When Mo Salah was at Chelsea, right, we saw that he wasn't good enough. At the beginning of the 13-14 season, when Jose came back to Chelsea, the first game of the season against Hull, we knew that Kevin De Bruyne was good enough. Why he dropped out of the team remains to be seen, and that's on Jose Mourinho.
Totally through balls, isn't it?
Whereas like Mo Salah had to go away and develop. Where I think Kevin De Bruyne was good enough at Chelsea. If he had stayed, he would have developed into the midfield.
I regretted letting him go.
I don't think it's tough for that. I know you can't stand in the middle because I genuinely would just stand in the middle.
Yeah.
Happily, I don't think that's possible.
fair.
But it's like if I can see it. I can see it.
All I care about is winning, and I think who is more,
But then was he not in the
who's more
better team?
integral?
But was he not in the better team for that? To win more, Kevin De Bruyne.
If Kevin De Bruyne was a mainstay over those seasons in that time, we'd have still won that Champions League, but we'd have won some Premier League titles.
Would you rather win the lottery but Chelsea go bust, or win nothing and Chelsea win the treble?
Can you win enough to buy Chelsea?
No.
What on earth are you doing? Get over here.
I
Go
love
bust.
Chelsea. I love Chelsea, mate. But
You love yourself more.
I have family. My generations of family are sorted. I never have to work again. I'll create my own football team if needed. Like we can go win the Sunday League team. I don't care.
Wait, was it Chelsea win the treble?
Yeah.
One treble.
We sing. How many times have you sing
You
double,
work-
double,
yeah,
double?
you work
It was
for
treble, treble.
You work for the rest of your life.
You could have asked that question and you wouldn't have needed to include the treble thing. You could have just said, would you rather win the lottery or
I
Chelsea
love
go
Chelsea
bust?
guys,
And we
but also,
would
like, I'm not
have
gonna lie.
stood here.
I'd rather not work a day in my life again.
I'd rather Chelsea not go bust than win the
you know-
lottery,
I work
regardless of
hard,
a treble.
guys. I tried to work really hard.
Do you know what it is, yeah? When he said bust, that's what done it for me.
Yeah.
Bust is
Like
really
if it was just Chelsea got relegated, bruv, I'd be, because we can come back up, we can fix that, we can, you know what I mean? But he said bust.
Or if we could take one with us, you know what I mean? Like Arsenal go bust too. So it's like, then you'd be like, yeah, go on, that's some dough. You know what
I
I
don't
mean?
want to
But
support Wimbledon or Fulham.
No.
Don't get me wrong. I don't have to work again.
Come on, man.
So let's
You
play on
weren't
the
rich
family
yesterday.
I'm
strings.
walking away from 100
You
million
weren't
pounds.
rich yesterday. It doesn't, you know what I mean?
Listen,
You're not rich
the
tomorrow. it's not a
content
problem.
numbers would do well if we won the treble anyway. You make some dough.
Would you rather keep Palmer or sell Palmer and buy Lamine Yamal and Raphinha?
Like,
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Let's be honest. Take emotion out of it.
No,
right? We
I'm not-
all love
It's not
Cole
emotional.
Palmer. Lamine Yamal is going to go down as one of the greatest footballers of all time.
Can you do that for Chelsea though?
No, he can. That's not even the
Okay,
point.
fair.
Don't do this.
This is what you need to listen. I've seen Yamal. He's partying. He's looking like he's going. He might go down a different path. We don't know. Like I know Cole Palmer. I know his personality.
Yeah.
He ain't going nowhere.
Nah.
He's just chilling, chippy chips, bro. This Yamal brother, he might go partying, London, the clubs. We just don't know. Like
The
I can
women,
see-
the women.
He's still young. He's still got to like grow up and develop. We don't know who he's gonna be. It's not Messi where he's just like we can tell like you know what I mean. He's not going anywhere. He's fully focused on the footy. Like he's not gonna get it all in his head. Yamal's still like a. I'm not too sure.
I do wonder if Lamine Yamal is as successful in the Premier League
Yeah.
or is able to do what he does as easy as he does for Barcelona in La Liga. You see in the Champions League, he is a freak. Like he is absolutely outrageous. But I think Cole Palmer's skill set works better in the Premier League.
I have laid eyes on a 17-year-old phenom who, at that
he's
age,
outrageous.
was better than Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi was not good as Lamine Yamal at this age. Lamine Yamal is the best 17-year-old I've ever seen.
Yeah,
He's
fair.
the best 18-year-old I've ever seen. At the age of 17, he was the best player in the final of the Euros, helping Spain win that competition. He is unbelievable.
Would you rather prime Eden Hazard in Chelsea's team or prime John Terry in Chelsea's team?
Blimey.
Oh my days. This should be an easy one.
Really?
He's just the best player I've ever seen play for Chelsea. He's just so talented, got so much ability, and in the year to win titles, we didn't have a team good enough to win a title, and he dragged us to it in 2015 and in 2017. Just the best player in the league.
Not conceding goals will win you games. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think we've got enough firepower. No one could not do with a Hazard, but we've got enough firepower. Our little thing at the minute is conceding.
I think Eden Hazard in this Chelsea team, that's very good, ostensibly, could lead them to a Premier League title, in my opinion anyway.
But for me, John Terry, captain, leader, legend. And no one can deny
Why
that.
did you point yourselves?
We're trying to get everyone involved.
We're talking about, again, some of the greatest ever players to play in the Premier League. John Terry, there is an argument he's the best ever.
Come on.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Okay, Hazard is picking up the ball in the centre circle.
Amazing.
And he is going past 3, 4, 5 players. That is a generational quality. That's not something that's not an individual, that's an entity, right? That's someone that can win you a game like that. John Terry, it's organising, yes, it's stabilising, but doesn't mean others can't make individual errors. Doesn't mean Sanchez can't kick it to someone else and concede. Hazard is annihilating and eliminating everyone.
But the issue is that in football, like they always say, like attack wins you games. Like defence is what wins you trophies, wins you titles, wins you Champions Leagues. Like John Terry was a massive part of that.
Yeah.
It sounds so bad to be like slating Hazard, and I don't want to do that at all. But I think if we're comparing
No,
because John Terry is the better.
No, because we've not come close. We've not sniffed a Premier League title, even a title challenge.
But that's such a
since
complete-
Eden Hazard left the football club.
I love Eden Hazard, and I will honestly respect that man so much. He was one of the most exciting players to watch. For this team, we need stability, we need a leader, we need experience. If you're in front of Sanchez and you've got someone who is a little bit unpredictable as a goalkeeper, he is the wall man, he is the leader.
Best physically best at football. Is
Hazard. When people say Zola, is that even a conversation?
Zola's my favourite. Zola's my favourite all time.
But would you put him next to
John
Hazard?
Terry's the best, I think.
John Terry's the best.
Football.
What do you mean though?
I mean, John Terry's arguably the best defender to have played football.
But are we talking physically playing football?
If you say, who do you want to go and watch, then it's probably
Then
going to
it's
be Hazard.
Hazard.
Yeah.
Yeah.